Right, I'm live.
Me too. We're live. Hi everyone. This is Grandmaster Magesh Panchanathan.
I am National Master Karthik Rangarajan.
It's good to do this again, Karthik. This was fun last time.
It was fun. I'm looking forward to the match today,
Yep.
as
I
well as
guess
analysis.
we somehow managed to keep most of the team, but I guess some scheduling and some changes. We have a couple of changes from our lineups. So we have Neil Samant who's taking on board one. And he's going to be playing board one against Pradyumna this week. Emmanuel Carter is not there. And then we have one more change, Florina, who's not able to play. Instead, we have the chess boy, Arman. Oh, that reminds me. I think he has two different chess.com IDs. I need to make sure that Arman has the right one. Arman, I have you as Boss Pineapple. Is that you or are you chess boy? Let's make sure we give the right ID so your opponent will challenge in the right way. He's on the stream, so I've just asked him. Okay, so he's the same Boss Pineapple. Perfect. All right, so looking forward to it, Karthik.
Yeah, on our side, there's just one change. Last time it was Pulak Agarwala, so who was playing on board 4. So this time it's Adarsh Rajagopal who's playing on board 4. Otherwise, it's the same team.
Excellent.
So really looking forward. All right, so I think the team's ready. So whenever you guys are ready, we can get started.
I guess what I was thinking is let's give them a few minutes to make sure everyone is in. I just posted the Google Doc link to everyone. So you guys, you can see your pairings and you can see your opponent's chess.com ID. This is the way the match is going to work. So most of you already played this, so you probably know this. We want you to challenge your opponent with two different colors. The first game, if you play white, the second game you alternate color and play as black. And it's going to be 15 minutes, no increment. You're going to play 2 games. It's a mini match, 2 games. And do not start your second game as soon as you finish the first one. We will tell you. Come back to the stream.
Mahesh, one correction, right?
Sure.
So I think it's 15 minutes, 3-second increment.
That's sorry. Yeah, thanks for sorry about it. I think I made a small mistake there. Thanks, Karthik. I forgot what we did last time. All right, it's a 15-minute and 3-second increment. Yes.
Yeah, and please pay attention to your colors. So if you look at the pairing sheet, the ones with the green color, so out of the 2 games, the first game you get white, and those who don't have a color, you get the first game black. So when you send your challenges, please make sure you look at the right color. You make sure the time control is 15 minutes and 3-second increment.
Perfect. And if you guys are ready in the chat, you can post saying you're ready. And by the way, we are both streaming on both of our YouTube channels. We have the Kings and Queens Academy YouTube channel, and Karthik has the Chess Hobbit YouTube channel, so you can follow us in both places, which is nice.
That's right.
I got a few ready, so I'm just going to give it a couple of more minutes, Karthik, so just to make sure. I don't know how your students are, if they're ready or...
Most of them are ready. So what I would suggest is, why don't we start? So that way, whoever is there, let them get started. And if somebody's joining late, that's fine. So at least we have a few things off board.
Perfect. I like that. All right, if you guys are in, it's time to start the challenge. Go ahead and challenge your opponent from the Google Doc that we send. Make sure you challenge the right person, right time control, right color. Right. And as you guys start your games, we will start following your games here.
Everyone send your challenges to your opponent for the first round. Pay attention to your color as well as pay attention to the time control. It's 15 minutes and 3-second increment.
Yeah, good luck everyone.
Good luck to both the teams.
By the way, those who are in my stream, if you guys, I have the list of players and the result up there. I know last week it was a little too tiny. I tried to maximize it as much as we can so we can keep it up to date. If you guys are done with your results, post it on the chat, and we'll have someone updating it. Is green, white, or black? If you're showing your name as green, the first game is white. All right, looks like we have some game that has already started. So I'm going to... So first, Karthik, I guess we'll load up all the games and then you can tell me and we can both take each other to different places.
All right. So...
Oh, lots of games have started. I like this. And by the way, guys, if you are playing, do not listen to the stream. Mute yourself. And in fact, I would say not watch the stream at all while you're playing.
Yeah, because we may discuss some of your games, so please avoid watching the stream when you play.
Okay, pulling up game at a time.
So this loading up just takes some time because I need to do one at a time. So
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 games so far.
it's nice. I'm just 3. So
I got 10. 11. So we need what? 14 games, right?
13.
13, sorry. Okay, need 2 more. Okay, I got this one as well. So I need 1 more. Who's the last one? Guess I'll have to go through the names to see it. Goddamn Falcon. I got checkmate. By the way, guys, if you're watching the stream, be a little patient. We will get started on the games. Just a couple of more minutes to pull up all the games, which will make it so much easier for us to talk about all the games.
So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. Do you see anything more?
I got 12 games so far.
Wow. Okay.
I just need to find one, which I'm not 100% sure. Mangoes 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that one of your? It's one of your students, right?
Oh no, it's not me.
It actually might be us.
I don't still have everyone. So okay.
I actually believe it's us, so I'm going to start observing, and I think that would make it. Ticker Screw is your guy?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I got all 13. If you need any help, let me know.
Just
So while you're looking for it, maybe I'll get started with some of the games.
Sure.
Okay, let's I guess go on from in no specific order. This first game is Rishi 2009 against
That is Rishi Jasti from our side.
What is that?
Rishi 2009 is Rishi Jasti. So
Okay, so we have Abhiram Yerua from our side, and the opening got kind of interesting already. I'm pretty sure this is not so good, right? After e5, I believe you're supposed to play d5 on this game. I don't know if you're there. Whenever you're ready, Karthik, let me know.
Yeah, I'll need another minute. I'm just
Sure, no rush. I'm just going to be talking about some games.
Yeah, go ahead, Mahesh.
Sure, yeah. And when you're ready, just let me know.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Aditya from our side playing here against Chess 365 Master Nani, who I believe I can't really read for my own my own fonts. Okay, so what opening do we have here? We have like a French exchange. Okay, Bishop G4.
I got like
This might be a pawn grab right here. I don't see any specific compensation for white. So he might have just dropped 1 and maybe now 2. So we do see some opening mistakes. Dinesh, you didn't miss much. We just started the match. We have 13 games, all of them up and running. This is our second match against Chess Hobbits from Charlotte. A bunch of good kids. We had a really nice game. The margin, last time we lost the match 15-11. We did have some interesting chances, but it was really, really fun. It was one of the more popular things where both students pretty much wanted to play this. And since then, I think both of our teams have had a couple of other matches. I believe Chess Hobbit had their match against, what is their academy, Karthik?
Master Chess Academy from Hyderabad in India.
Rishi Pal Singh, right?
Yes.
A good friend of both of us. We go back so many years. So we have that's nice. And you had a really close match and it was a tie, you said, yeah?
It was a tie. It was 6.5 to 6.5. So everybody was happy at the end of it. It was very tight till the last game.
Till the last game, that's right.
Let's see how this turns out. So I got 12. I'm trying to figure out what is the 13. I'm just scratching my head. So
the 13th one. Well, I guess when we get to it, right? Eventually we'll talk about one of the games and you'll figure it out. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's start with You want the top board?
Yes, Savannah Campbell.
Savannah Campbell is playing Check Magnus. Oh, that looks like a positional bind.
Yep.
How
Looks
did the
like
queen?
some kind of so looks like the dark square bishops are exchanging. I'm not able to. Looks like a Sicilian, but I don't know how the. Looks like Khan, where you get the bishop c5 early and then you exchange it with the bishop on e3.
That's
Looks
right.
like
I'm just going back. Something kind of went wrong here. I think knight b5. Maybe I don't know exactly what the theory in this position is. I guess. I mean, the e6. He played the e6.
so knight b d5, d6, bishop f4, e5, bishop g5.
That transposes to Sveshnikov. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's common.
That's
Right?
the more common one. Yeah.
Or instead of knight c6, you can play a6 first, right?
Oh,
d6
that
is
becomes
not.
it. Yeah. That becomes a typical pattern. But he already committed knight f6. But in any case, I think what he allowed doesn't seem right. Right.
Yeah, bishop c5 looks a little suspect to me.
So the good news is he did get knight e8 to send that queen back, and he might actually get d5 once the queen moves back. So
Yeah.
actually d5, pawn takes d6, queen takes d6, and I think black is fine. Maybe I think white maybe missed something, because I'm sure after bishop d6 he should have had a bigger advantage, right?
Let's
I mean, I
see.
still prefer white's position, but
Yeah.
something interesting has happened here. All right, I guess we'll have to
So
maybe we'll set.
instead of queen d, I mean, all right, okay. So queen d8. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, looks like that's what it
So
looks like.
one more thing I was thinking is we'll set like maybe a few seconds to go through all the games first. I think last time we were not able to.
Sure.
And then we can jump back to the interesting one. So
So
we'll
let's
at
go to
least.
the second board.
Okay, let's go on to the second one. Damn Falcon, that is Shonak. Bakchi is playing against, I forget your team player. What is his name?
Hemachandra Ramba. Hemi. We call him Hemi.
Haim. Okay, excellent. So we have a Roxy bind.
Yeah. So knight e6 is quite a nice idea, but I don't like the fact that pawn is already on a5. If it's on a6, I would be comfortable with black's position, but yeah.
Oh, you're looking at the live position, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is a typical situation, yeah? So in fact, when black plays a5, I think the rook is usually on a8 and they go a5 and a4 ideas followed by queen a5. I've seen that. I'm not 100% familiar, but this does feel comfortable for white given that he has played a5. I'm not so sure.
The only breaks in the position are b5, d5, and f5. b5 is not possible. f5, d5 is not coming in the near term, and f5 is very dangerous, right? So I mean, f5 is possible, but very dangerous, the break. So
Absolutely. So I would say pretty comfortable. Maybe knight d5 is possible right now.
Knight d5 is possible, but I think black has to do something with f5 because he has two bishops, and he should not worry too much about the light square weakening with f5 because he has a bishop on d7, but he needs to be careful. I think that's the only way to get counterplay, f5 and then maybe f4. So
absolutely, I agree with the fact that you pointed out it's a pair of bishops. That's one of the things that black should try to make use of.
Yeah,
and
white
open up
on
the
the
position.
contrary should try to stop f5 or make it difficult. So
someone in my stream is asking, is this Maroxy bind? That's right, Dinesh. This is the Maroxy bind, the famous bind with the pawn on c4 and e4, c4 pawns. They usually stop the pawn breaks that Karthik was talking about. Black achieves d5, but it takes a while. It's very, very slowly. I mean, they have to play a very slow game.
So if you go back to the queen c2 position, right, on 15th move, I don't really like a5 because b4 is not really a big issue because you can always go knight e6 and c4 becomes weak, right? I would have kept the option to play b5 because when the pawn is on a6, you have another break possible with b5. When you play a5, you are pretty much giving the control to white.
Absolutely. I would agree with you on that. Bishop d7, actually, maybe with knight e6, which he did, he could have done that without playing a5, yeah?
Exactly.
All right, so who is board 3? We have Asha and Advait.
Yeah, okay. Thin brush, right? Okay.
We already have a result. As always, it's the same game. I guess we'll have to quickly go to that. Aditya Srinivasan, he's the one who won the game last time quickly as well. So I guess he's still on a winning streak. So it is Chess 365 Master Gnani.
Okay, it's the same set of guys who finished game.
Exactly. They're in for their work. They're like, let's go.
So where maybe this is the game I've not loaded. Let me check. What is the name of your player?
Chess 365 Master Nani is your name. My guy is boredom dealer.
Okay, I don't have that. All right, let me check.
I think there was he's back in my stream. Aditya, good job. I see that you won a couple of pawns, but I'm still worried about how fast you're playing this. So you have to be a little. Oh, there was a queen blunder. So I guess that became anticlimactic. I mean, he just basically straight up hung a queen. So unfortunate, yeah.
Okay.
I guess let's move on. We'll go on to Asha against Advait's game is going on.
Right, I've just loaded that. Asha
Awesome.
against Advait.
Okay, so looks like pretty equal, yeah. So
Khan, right?
what is that?
So, looks like a Caro Khan.
It looks like well, let me
Right.
go back.
Usually Advait plays d4, so I'm surprised he has played e4. Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe a surprise.
So it's an
weapon.
exchange Caro Khan. All right. So it's a positional. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the position looks reasonably equal.
Yeah. Just it's a little slow for me. Give me a moment.
Sure. So we have a lot of trades. So the typical plan
in this structure is plan is minority attack with b5, a5, and b4. But then I
White's
just
going to
don't
attack
like,
on the king side, yeah.
I didn't like the move e6 because it just gives up f6. It's very dangerous because I can move the queen and play knight e5, and if my queen comes to h4, knight comes to e5, and then I can play g4, rook e3, rook h3. It's very dangerous actually.
Well, eventually White can plan for this attack, I guess. So g4 and f5 is very common, but okay, Knight is guarding it for now, and Black has to try to play this b5, f5, b4, like you said. But the one thing I feel is
f5. I want to play queen to h4, and either knight to g5 or knight to e5 followed by g4, rook e3, rook h3. It's very dangerous.
Fair enough. But I think Black's plan should be to just trade queens, which I think should be possible because queen c7, queen e7. I think since you don't have a dark square bishop, eventually we should have that trade. But clearly White should build an attack, yeah? So queen h4, g4, rook e3, like you said, would be White's way to go.
Is, if you play queen c7, g4, queen e7, queen h6, right? Now my threat is knight g5. Is there a way? Maybe f6, right? But
f6 looks again weak. It's weakening, yeah. So fair enough. I mean, any of those moves that I play. I mean, she did play queen d6 with the idea of going back. I guess. I mean, she has to bring the queen in because, like you said, your threats are very strong. G4 actually is good. I think she has to play. He has to play g4, but he didn't play g4. I like the g4 move because queen h6 will stop. Then there's no knight f5.
Yes, exactly.
See, now she played queen e7. Now he cannot play queen h6.
Blitzing out.
I know. By the time we are talking, it's already happening there.
Yeah, but even knight g4 is quite good, even the end game, because after you take, knight goes to f6 and then pawn comes to g4. My knight is way better.
Yeah. He played it, yeah, he played it. I agree. It looks like the knight on f6 is going to be much stronger.
Maybe Black should play knight h5 because queen g5 is big problem after pawn takes. And you have to then go knight h5, and then I can just pile up on the f5. I'll play g3 and pile up on the f5. I mean, it's just a very painful position for Black to defend.
Yeah, agreed. At this point, I think knight h5, then you have some knight h6 check. At some point, you go rook f1, you start playing g4, and White's continuously going to add pressure. And also, he's up like 7 minutes, so this is going to be very tricky for Black. All right, let's move on to who was the next board. We have Antara against Adarsh.
Chess Pro, yeah, Knight Rider.
Chess Pro and Knight Rider. Okay, so Knight Rider, Antara is playing White. So, okay, very reasonable position now. Looks like also out of a bind. So we have another Maraxi bind.
Yeah, the bishop is definitely better than the other knight, because if my bishop comes to d5, then the knight has to be moved to a better square. Right now, okay, knight d4 is definitely better. Probably c4 is the best square, I think.
Oh, you're looking at the current position. I was quickly looking at how they got there. So eventually b5 and e5 happened. Okay, I'm going to go to the live position so we can talk about it. Okay, knight d4 happened and h6, I suppose. Rook d5 is played. Okay, so I guess the rook is doubling up now. That's a little annoying. Yeah. Rook doubling up is going to cause a problem, yeah?
A lot of problems, actually.
Maybe this knight d4 was not accurate.
Yes.
I think knight d4, I think looked really nice with the attack on b5, but rook d5 maybe she missed. Because now, I don't even know where the queen will go because the rook is going to double up and attack the knight.
It looks like Rook d5, rook d8 looks like it's winning on the spot. I don't see how the piece can be saved.
Yeah, and
Because
also I see a huge time difference. So I guess the 15-minute games, they have to learn to play the play the clock a little fast. By the way, let's see what the results are so far. I don't see the updates on the sheet, or it's not so clear. Yep. I don't know
we
if
have
it's...
one win, right? For
Yeah, we got one win for our side, Aditya, and I think no other result. Oh, there's one more result that's out. Looks like
except Tiny has lost. Okay, so looks like you have one more win on your side.
that's
Boss
right. So
Pineapple has
Boss
beat.
Pineapple
Okay.
also won. So they have a...
Can we quickly go there?
Sure, I'm right there right now. I'm going to go back to see how they got there. Looks like there's a rook and pawn game that he won. I'm going to quickly go early on.
Maybe let's go to move 25 or something. So
Exactly. So I'm going really fast. Okay, we went to the opening. So looks like the center got completely traded out. Actually, I'm looking at move 11. And it looks like black came out pretty good out of this opening.
yeah,
After knight takes c3, because I don't know why can't I play rook takes c3. Is there knight d5 b4? But knight takes c3, huh? So I guess that's why he had to. So what we are talking about, what I was asking is after knight c3, if we can take with the rook and play b4, it would be really nice, yeah?
knight d5 and b4, then knight c3 is a problem.
Knight c3, so that's the problem, yeah. Knight d4, b4, knight c3. I'm just showing it to everyone in the thing. So this is going to be a problem. Okay, so let's see. So that looks good for black, frankly.
Yes, so bc3. In fact, queen c5. It looks quite. I mean, in fact, I feel black is better here after rook c8 and yeah.
I guess the critical moment was knight takes a7 on 18th move. I think black just gave up that pawn. Maybe didn't realize that pawn is there to stay. He just gave up that pawn, which he didn't have to. He could have just played a6 or something like that. Oh, we got one more result. But okay, wait, let's go quickly through this.
Yeah.
So this went into a rook and pawn in game.
I think I wouldn't have given on a7. Simple a6 and then bringing the knight to a5 and rook to c8 would have been better.
Exactly. Instead of knight d5, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a6 seems very logical. Oh, but maybe now, right? He made one mistake. Maybe after a6 at this point, I play knight d6 check and you have to play king f8. Maybe that's what he didn't like. Which makes sense. That's a little annoying, but not the same as giving up a pawn. I would still keep the pawn.
But even after, yeah, it's just like, okay, it's a simple pawn down, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's right.
But okay, there are some chances after that. But okay, once the rooks got in, they had an interesting 4 versus 4 on the king side with one extra pawn on move 29.
Yes. I think move 25 after g3, I think that's where he went wrong.
G3.
So if you look at move 25, where white played g3, now clearly white's threat is rook doubling on the 7th rank, right?
Yeah.
So
maybe rook b3 was required, yeah?
Rook b3, rook d7, then rook f8 or something like that, right? Or first just play rook f8, right? And then rook d7, then you play rook a5 or something.
Something like that, exactly. I mean, make sure
if someone has got held, in my opinion, yeah, they should have held.
Yeah, exactly. Tough, but I mean, not that tough here. But once he lost the pawn, I think it was tough. But I'm sure even the last pawn is not so straightforward.
Even 31st move, right? Here, no, this is a tough endgame. Unless the rook comes behind the pawn, it's very tough because, of course, if you allow the rook to go back to a1, then it's lost.
Exactly.
So you got to play rook a8, then rook b3 and stop it with rook a4. But still, that's difficult because the king is gonna f3, e4, and then king is gonna come king f2, king e3, king d3. I mean,
rook on the side, he's continuously going to improve his position. He played a4, actually allowing to switch it to a 4 versus 3.
Yeah, usually 3 versus 3, the a pawn supported by a rank rook, right? So that is one. Usually, if it's like 4th rank, right, or higher, but we have 4 versus 4, so it should be even more difficult for black because there are more targets. So I think this should be 1 for white.
Absolutely, but okay, I guess he just didn't defend properly. He allowed the pawn to basically keep moving up, which was unfortunate. That's one of the problems. When the rook is on the side of the pawn, you cannot advance the pawn. That's one thing that black defending side should do. But he kept the rook on the side and kept moving the rook up, which was probably a problem. But maybe he missed a draw on move 36. Maybe king c7 is possible after rook e6. Just go king c7, king d7 on move 36. Or I don't know how crazy that king and pawn endgame is, because rook b7 check after king c7 is crazy. It's possible, and it might be. Actually, that's a lost endgame, yeah, because I cannot avoid.
Yeah, but Mahesh, technically, right? I think the first thing is after rook b3. If you go back to rook a7, let me go back. Right.
Yeah, so, in that position, that pawn should not go up from a3. It should stay there.
You should play rook a4 first. That's very critical, right? Or if possible, right? So you have to stop that. You
yeah, exactly.
A4. That's just not right.
So looks like we have one more result. Okay, so
there are two more results actually. So first board, the Chess Hobbits have won. Pradyumna has won, and second board, Kings and Queens have won.
Okay, so we still have about. It seems pretty even, yeah.
I think you guys are like 2 up now.
Oh no! It's 3-2 score right now. Looks like Advait won, and
can we see that quickly? Because
sure, yeah, like... we already saw that. So looks like the same. Okay, let's see what happened. So we stopped at the move knight h5. Let's go from there. 25.
Yes.
Knight h6 check. King h8. Maybe king g7 was required. Yeah. G4. Yeah, king h8 was just probably an instant loss because f7 is instantly hanging. But I guess that's a very tricky position.
Yeah. Tough position.
King g7, I think maybe still would not have allowed g4 right away, because bishop queen takes g5, f takes g5, knight f4, and after rook f1 there is some move like f6. So still to survive. So yeah, I'm looking at move 27.
King g7, knight f5 is a problem. I think that's the issue.
Oh, there is instant knight f5. Okay, of course. Yeah. I was looking at pawn f5, but there's knight f5 instantly winning. You're right. Okay, just to point out to everyone here, we were talking about king to g7. That loses to knight f5, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's why she had to go. So maybe king f8 is required then, yeah?
Can you mute that, please?
King f8 is possible, but that is also still crazy. Yeah, this is just lost. I think there's nothing that happened there. There was a exchange and a pawn down, so that ended, unfortunately. So Asha had to defend a little bit tighter there, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next one. We have... Let's look at board 1 and board 2, yeah? Let's see what happened in board 1.
Look at board 1 and board 2, yeah.
Super quickly, let's see. Okay, so he played... Actually, after queen b4, he missed d5. I think he should have played d5. Looks like black didn't play d5. Neil is actually right now in the stream. So, Neil, we were looking at your position. I think you kind of missed a little bit in the opening and allowed this, but I think you had a chance to play d5 right here. On move 15. D4, right? On move 15. So
it's okay, d5, d6. I mean, d5 looks quite logical.
Yeah, so he played bishop b7 followed by knight d5.
b7 is fine. Bishop b7, I don't see anything wrong. But
but there's a tactical blunder. Huh? So bishop takes h7, hung a rook on f8. If you look at moves 18.
All right, let's look at it. Right, bishop b7, king b1, knight d5, knight d5, bishop d5, bishop h7. All right.
Yeah, so that's basically the end of it, right? Okay. All right, moving on to game 2. Board 2 is... Oh, that looks like it just... Again, second queen blunder in this match. I guess it was unfortunate, yeah? So direct queen blunder on move 33. So don't know what happened. Maybe he was planning to take and play, and then he played directly or something like that, but the knight's still hanging. So basically, again, very uncomfortable position for black anyways.
Let's go back to the position where he had knight e6, right? Let's go back to 17, move 17.
Yes.
Knight e6, queen d2, which is very logical, right? So, and then knight c5. So
he went back.
He doesn't have a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should probably play knight d4 and f5 or something like that. I mean, otherwise, can he play knight d4, bishop d4 and f5, or maybe straight f5?
Well, I think just slightly better for white and game goes on, because
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
But that's exactly what black should do. I totally agree, because
knight d5 there is no plan. He's just moving back.
He's just moving back and forth, and after bishop h6, I guess his plan is to play a4, but b4 is just too strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually very thematic in this position. You cannot play a4 because b4 just basically allows my pawn to be even more stronger in the center. So that's a little bit of a problem. Yeah. Okay, so but the end was came pretty quickly after queen b6, so we can move on to the next game.
Knight d6, knight d5. Just one moment. Knight
Sure.
d5. Okay, bishop c6. I'm just trying to see how did he lose. f4. Oh, queen b6. Oh, he just lost a queen.
Yeah, he just lost a queen, so that was unfortunate. Guys, if you've finished your game and if you're in the stream, make sure you don't start another one. Okay, so let's just tally up the score super quickly. We have more wins. More results. Looks like nobody wants to make draws.
That's good.
It's a 15-minute game. I guess it's very rare that that's going to happen.
We have one more result. Chess Pro 565 has won.
Chess Pro 565 against Knight Rider. Yeah, that game against Antra, that was a tough game after Rook d5. Let's just go to the Rook d5 position, I guess. That's the main... I think he might have just picked up a piece right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to move 26, Rook d5.
Which one? Chess Pro 565?
Yep. Chess Pro 565, move 26 after Rook d5. That's where we left it.
Alright, so let's go there. Okay, after Rook d5 it was losing a piece, right?
Yeah, I think she played Queen f4, Rook d8 and Rook e4 and e5. So that's basically it, yeah. So looks like she had to play Rook takes e5 and Rook takes e4.
He lost a piece.
Actually, this is a very interesting position, yeah. So looks very normal and one move Knight d4 and it's game over.
Yes. Yeah, I think that Rook d5 is, if it's not very intuitive, but if you spot it, then it's just over. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah, that's right. So there are a few more games still going on here.
Advait is saying there was a move that he missed, and if black played that, he would have lost. So can we quickly look at that?
He would have lost? Okay, what is that?
All right, which one? Which one? Knight h6, king h8, g4. He's saying f6 is actually is a problem.
Oh, f6, queen h4 and knight takes f4, yeah? Just winning a pawn.
Yeah, he says that he missed it.
I saw that first.
f6 followed by knight takes f4 wins a pawn. That's right. Yeah. So
f6 here. Queen h4 is forced and knight takes f4. So
that's right. That was a miss. Okay, so looks like we have a lot of results. I don't know if I can tally it up really quickly.
All right. So I can do a rough math here. So 1, 2. Okay. Chess king has won. Maybe we can go to chess king. That's
chess.
Can we look at
king is playing who? Oh, chess king is playing our Sri Ram. Is
Hero Brainek.
That's Sri Ram.
Brain chess. Hero Brain chess. Yeah.
So we have London. All right. So I'm going through that game very quickly, and looks like that was a good game for white up to a certain point. Let's see what happened. So I think there's a nice thematic a4 and a3 in move 27, 28. That's really nice, actually.
So looks like a bishop f4 queen's gambit, right? Okay, no, it's more like a London, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm at move 28 because
right,
everything was.
Give me just a moment. I'm getting there. So usually bishop e7, other plan is bishop d6, queen c7, but yeah, bishop e7. So you're giving up e5. White's playing e4, which is quite natural. Knight e4, bishop b7. dc5, knight c5. All right. So which move you want me to look at?
Okay, so I guess I'm just looking at this. This has been a big sweep, I think.
After I actually like black's position. I don't see any issues after DC, knight c5, bishop c5, rook c8 and all that.
Which move are you looking at?
I'm like move 14, 15. It's just taking some time to load for me.
Oh, okay. I was just looking at move 28, 29. So basically black played a thematic a4, a3, and after that he picked up at least one pawn. So it was 4 versus 3, but then there was a knight fork that ended. So, but anyways, I'm looking at it. I think pretty much every game is done except one. So I'm just going to go to the one live game. And I think the score is probably,
Give me just a moment.
I see at least like 9 wins for you.
That Mahesh is talking about, right? So where black got a4 and then, oops, I think it looks like I clicked something wrong. Just a moment, sorry. Move 29, right? Mahesh?
Yes, move 29, a5 and a3. Actually, no, but I'm moving on to the only live game, Karthik. I think we should do that.
Go ahead.
Because there's only 1 minute left in that game. That's going to end any second.
A4 and knight moves and A3. And this is a very thematic, and he broke through here and he won these pawns, right? So and then he went on to win that. All right, so I'm gonna go to the last game as well. Is it Tekker's Crew?
That's right, yeah. But looks like it's clearly better for white with a couple of pawns. He's up 2 pawns in the rook and pawn game. By the way, guys, don't start your second game yet. Looks like the one person already started the game. We would prefer that you don't start it yet. We want all of us to start together.
Please try to abandon or abort the game and we'll start again, please.
We want you guys to wait. So I think the score is heavily in your favor, Karthik. I think I see at least like 8 wins. So let's see if it's updated right now. I'm seeing the score is 7-3 for Chess Hobbits with...
Wow. I thought you guys won the first 3 games.
And then it looks like that's where that's where there's a big break. Yeah. So let's see how this one goes. So this is probably a clearly last rook and pawn game with 2 pawns. So this should not be this should be pretty straightforward for white. But let's see how their technique is with 1 minute and 3 second increment left.
As long as rooks are not blundered, I think they should be okay.
That's right. I guess 3 more results need to be updated.
Yes. So
I think one of the results is Anika lost. I think that result is not updated.
I think
Sriram also lost. And Manan lost. Actually, the score is more like 9-3 or something like that, I think.
Oh, boy.
And this one doesn't look good either, so this is going to be a big sweep.
Rook B7 was simple, rook B7, right? Because if we go to F6, I play C7. Okay. Now
wait, which move, Karthik?
The last, okay. But F3, yeah. Okay, this is ugly. No, what is the point? Okay.
This is a very, very interesting endgame. I guess I just saw this endgame yesterday in our stream. We had one of our students, in fact, Neil, the top board. He had this endgame 3 versus 2. This is actually quite interesting.
See, the most important thing in this is don't rush with moves like G4. You should reserve every pawn move. It counts.
No, but actually for white, you should... But black, H6 is an immediate blunder. I would say you should not do that. Leaving the pawn in H7 makes a lot of sense. But black has actually rushed into playing H6 and G6. That is now lost.
Yes. So this is a challenge, right? So there is G5 is lost because I'm going to take and get a connected pass pawn, right?
Yeah, this is...
So if the king moves, I'm going to come king E5 and then keep pushing your king back.
Yeah, there is no way black can hold this endgame unless white blunders. So let's just wait and watch. Guys, no one start your second game yet. Please stop your game if you are there. We would prefer all of you start together.
Yeah, until we let you guys know, please don't start. Okay, so now...
Oh, actually, this is quite an interesting move. But I mean, take and king E4 should just win.
Take and king E4 should win, yeah. Exactly.
That's a problem with... Oh!
Wow.
What just happened?
Looks like white may lose.
No, but white cannot lose this because the pawn and G5 is so far advanced. I think we have a draw here, yeah?
Oh, man.
Actually, he might still win.
King G4.
King G4, you takes. King G4 is the only move. King moves H4.
Oh,
G6, H3. White's winning, yeah.
Queens with check.
Let's see how this endgame conversion is. He just has to play Queen A8 check and Queen H1.
Oh, King H6 is a blunder.
No, I mean, it's still winning. There's Queen A8. It's winning no matter what.
Wow.
Well, he played King H4. Yeah, Queen A8, Queen H1 is game over. Okay, so that's done. All right. So that's, I think the final score should be 10-3. Ouch.
Here, right? I hope there is no stalemate here. Okay, Queen F1 is okay. This is simple. Yeah. All right. So
okay.
I'm just going to send a message to everybody to wait. Okay, so the game's up. What's the score?
I believe the score is 10-3.
That's unbelievable.
I know. That's unbelievable after the start.
That was 3-0 in favor of kings and queens. So
I know. What are the chances that every single game went down? All right, guys. That's okay. I mean, There are some things to learn from this. So you guys made some mistakes, but don't worry about it. There's one more game. Play your best. That's all we can ask. No draws, Shonak. Definitely no draws in our team's position right now. You only can go for a win. Well, in any case, there's no point in playing for a draw, yeah? So the whole match is to play the game.
Should we request the teams to start the second round?
Yeah, I guess we should be able to.
Right. Everybody, you can start. Send challenges for the next round. I'm gonna send a message as well.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Time to start the next game. But guys, take your time, but don't go too low on time. Let's just try to, kind of find a balance. Okay. So if you go too low on time, at least 2 or 3 games, I saw you guys like super low on time. You don't want to do that. But in general, you want to play in a good balance. All right. I think some of the games have started again.
All right. Very good.
Oh, I like this feature in chess.com. It's immediately pulling up the next game once they started it.
That's awesome. So we don't have to tag them again, right? So
exactly, we don't need to follow each and every game.
Yes. All right. So can we start with the first?
So one thing, I think Karthik, one thing we need to improve is, I guess, we need to just jump to a certain position and certain move. We definitely won't have everything. So again, last stream we probably didn't get a chance to see most of the games. So we'll just alternate.
Bottom up now. Can we go bottom up?
Yeah, we'll go bottom up and we'll just alternate. I'll pick a game. I'll tell you a move number. You can come there, and then right next to that, you pick a game and tell me a move number. I'll come there, and we'll just alternate and go through it.
All right, but let's go bottom up.
Yep. Let's see. Unplugged is Om Nangya. I think it's like the 12th board. He started his game against Minku. Yep.
Minku is Mokshit. All right, so Mokshit is playing white, and Om is playing black.
Yep. We have a Sicilian.
Looks like a Paulson. Bishop c4. So bishop c4 is not my favorite here because the bishop is limited on e6, right? So you're going to be kicked with d5. Unless you're a fan of a Grand Prix attack.
Well, the problem is they committed knight f3.
Yeah, you get f4, then yes.
It's a mixture, right? He's combined 2 different things together. But the thing is, he can still survive by playing d4, I guess.
Yes.
If he can play d4, he can still survive it. But
d4, yeah, exactly.
Probably required.
D4, then it will be more like a bishop c4 Sozin, right? But again, g6. G6 is interesting. G6, I think the d3, he's playing d3.
Okay, so now I think black should just be comfortable after castle.
Because after g6, right, he's giving some weaknesses on f6 and d6. White should play d4. That's more natural. But he can still play d4 after d6. Right, but it just wasted a tempo.
Yeah. Now the thing is, black will eventually get d5 and some knight d4 ideas. Actually, he played queen d2 that if bishop h6, not so bad.
d5 is losing a piece. Is it losing a piece?
Yeah, I think d5 and d4 was winning a piece.
Wow. Pieces are flying. All right.
And they've already gone through really fast. All right, let's see who was... we didn't see, I guess, Chess Amai's... that's Arav.
Can you go bottom up? Is it okay?
Sure, I'm just picking any... Oh, why did you pick the next game? Let's go for it. Pick a game.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do Chess Amma. That's fine. That's mine.
Smine. Yes, mine against Arav. Let's see what we have here. We have a Sicilian Najdorf, yeah?
I don't even see Chess Amma here. All right. Okay, where is Chess Amma? What is Arav's ID?
Loopy Loop Owl.
Okay, I don't have it. Okay, let me pull it up. Chess Amma, all right.
We have pretty standard Sicilian, I guess, Najdorf.
All right.
He played the h3 line, yeah. I'm not sure. He played h3 and then followed up with bishop e3, bishop e2. Still looks pretty standard to me. Nothing super special.
All right. So
why don't you pick the next game? Where we want to go? We can come back here.
H3 usually you play, then you play g4, bishop g2.
That's right, yeah. So that's why I was saying they played h3 and then went for the regular bishop e3, bishop e2 setup.
So here, black should get d5 quite easily. If I'm black, I'll play b5, knight b6 and prepare d5, right? And queen c7, rook d8, d5.
That's right. d5 is a very thematic sacrifice, yeah?
So, and you improve the position with first b5, knight b6, queen c7, and then rook c8, rook d8, d5. I mean, it seems to be quite easy. All right.
I think, yeah. Pick the next one. I'll follow you, Karthik.
All right, so let's go to Chess Pie, which is Anish versus Anika.
Okay, we didn't see their game last time. Good choice. Okay. What do we have here? So Anika is playing black. We have another bind. Queen c5 check is the position.
Maroxy bind. At least the difference is the pawn is on a6. So d5 and b5 are both possible breaks, but it's not easy to come, right? So
I guess the queen B, if the queen goes to, I mean, she played queen c5 check from a5, I think. I don't know if d5 was possible there. It looks super interesting.
in 18th move, on 18th move,
But yeah, the problem is this knight d5. There is always this intermediate move.
d5 and bishop f6. No, actually no, because queen c5 check is there, right? So
No, but there's also this intermediate move I have to watch out for. But that looks like a lot of calculation required. Because when you always take knight d5, you go knight f6 checks, right?
no, knight d5, yeah, knight d5, queen d2, knight f6 check, bishop f6, bishop d2, right? So you get the bishop out of the way. So, but you can't play bishop f6, knight d5 because queen c5 check is a problem.
Exactly, yeah. No, but I think d5 is still playable. I don't know. I don't know how is there a clear refutation. Takes.
d5. No, d5. I mean, let's see.
I mean, because I don't want to miss the opportunity when the queen is on d2, you know?
Yeah. And the king is on g1. So
Exactly. But if you simply take everything, I have to take with the bishop. Maybe that's simple. If you simply take everything.
d5, e5 is a problem, right? No? e5, d4.
d5, e5, d4, and that still looks interesting. I
No,
guess
bishop takes f6. That's winning on the spot, right? Because bishop f6, ef6, dc3, queen h6, right? So.
And I have queen c5, queen f8. It's still not winning on the spot.
Okay.
But I guess you're winning the pawn on c3. We don't need to analyze that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're losing c3 at the end. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I guess next one, who have not seen, the last board, we can go to our last board, King Pawn Master. Master is Ankit. Ooh,
Right.
that seemed to be a game we should look at. It's like lots of stuff going on.
Right.
So what do we have? So I guess I'm a problem. So in move 8, move 7, he played e5.
7. All right. Let's see. All right. So a6, huh? A6. Okay.
Yeah, a6 and h6, you cannot play that at this kind of situation, yeah? I think it's too slow.
d5, knight h7. Wow. He didn't play d5. I think the standard way to play is d5.
Exactly, you got to play d5.
So, yeah. And he went knight h7. I'm surprised he survived. So, okay. Castle. I probably should play d5 here. Not allow d5.
Which move?
On move 8.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, d5 is very standard, like you said. It's required.
Yeah. So castle.
So
now probably d5 was even better than d6.
Yeah, I think he was in a great position until he played knight takes c7. So let's move to position, move 19.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like he blundered a piece here.
Blundered a piece directly with knight takes c7. But now there's a back rank checkmate threat. So let's see.
That is most unfortunate because
yeah, he was better there.
White is clearly better here.
All right, let's see, who are we picking next? You can pick a game.
All right, let's look at XX Tiny and Boss Pineapple.
Boss Pineapple. Okay, they finished quickly last time, I guess. Okay, so we got. Ooh, black is already up a pawn, so let's go back.
Let's go to maybe move 10.
Move 10, okay. I'm getting to move 10. So we have a typical French. But I think this sometimes kids make this mistake of putting knight f3 and knight c3 with the structure on d4 and c5, yeah?
Yes.
They need to support with c3 or f4.
Yes. Then this center pawns become weak when you don't have either f4 or you don't have c3. Right? The knight on c3 are more of a target now. So let's see what happened. Knight b5.
I guess he lost the e5 pawn because of that.
So knight e5.
Yeah, once he plays knight e5, I think black is just simply better.
There's no. I'm just seeing if there is any. No.
Yeah, there's
Because
nothing much
black-
going on. I guess simply I'm just in the last position after queen takes g5. I think simply queen c5, rook c8, a5 or something. I think should be clearly better for black. But let's see. I guess
So
let's now
if
maybe.
white creates counterplay, it has to be h4, h5, h6, right? And rook has to
Exactly.
come e3, g3, something. That's
Yeah.
the only way. So black should exactly try to stop it. Queen d8 is simple, in my opinion.
No, I mean, like, there is no attack at this point. The bishop on b3, knight on a2, there is no attack. I mean, just queen c5, rook c8, I think black is completely better.
I think queen
But
c5, yeah, correct.
yeah.
Queen c5, because otherwise b4 is
Oh,
lost.
looks like the back rank checkmate actually happened, huh? I want to just quickly go back to Ankit's game.
It's a
Like,
king pawn master.
yeah, it seems. What is this strange move? He played rook e7. I'm not so sure what that is because that seems to be hanging the rook too on move 21. So
Could
we
be a
have
mouse.
seen some unfortunate queen blunders and rook blunders, and like I think,
It could be a mouse flip.
yeah, but he cannot play rook e8 either. So I don't know.
Just
So
wondering where will he move the rook?
yeah, where was the rook going? Yeah, he might have just missed the captures. Anyway, so that game ended.
So looks like Savannah Campbell is he okay? He's still playing, right? This is the last one.
Okay, I also have to
Can we look at the
load.
top boards now?
What is that?
Can we look at the top boards now?
Yep, let's go to the top board. That's what I was going to say.
Savannah Campbell.
Where is he? Maybe I'm not following him right now. Let me just pull up his game. Oh, I am following his game. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this looks like we're right in time for a tactic. d4 is hanging. Bishop takes e4 has been captured. Looks like white missed a tactic. Yeah. Okay, let's calculate this. Maybe there is b4. What happens after b4? It looks kind of interesting. Queen f5 is the only move. Are you following the first game, Karthik?
Just loading it up. Give me a
Okay,
moment.
perfect.
So, all right.
I
so
think
he's in the last position, right? You are on move 18, correct? After
move
bishop
18. Looks like black just played bishop e4. Basically, white cannot take on e4 for anyone who's wondering why not a free piece. I will play queen takes d2, and after knight takes d2, I pick up the bishop on d4 again.
Queen d2, knight d2, knight takes d4, right? So,
But I mean, I was hoping that maybe some b4 and g4 will work, but b4 queen f5 and g4 queen f3, and I think black is completely fine. Yeah.
yeah, b4, yeah, queen f5.
Queen
The
f3
only
or
way to
threatening.
attack it is g4 then queen f3. Yeah.
Yeah, there is threatening mate. So looks like we have this is not an easy spot. What is it that I don't know what white can do, because the knight on e6 seems to be handling everything else pretty safe.
Yeah, a very nice square because it's controlling g7, attacking d4.
Oh,
controlling
you know
g5.
what? Are we missing knight d5? There is a checkmate happening.
Wow, queen d8 is forced. there.
Only move. But
Yeah,
that's
knight
so.
d5, that's interesting, right?
That's
So,
interesting, yeah. Knight d5 is actually. I'm trying to see if I can throw in some move like rook e1 first. Try to make the best out of this. But
yeah,
I
rook
cannot,
e1,
huh?
knight takes d4, right? Knight takes d4, and then you need
Well, no,
a
knight
bishop.
takes d4, I'll play queen takes d4, and now e7 is hanging. That will be bad for black. You have to play bishop c6 after rook e1. What we are talking about is if rook e1, knight d4, queen takes d4, will eventually pick up the e7 pawn. So, but rook e1, the bishop will have to go to c6.
Yes.
But he just moved bishop e3. I guess he's just down a pawn now. Some interesting tactics, but I know.
Probably knight d5 was interesting, but go
Actually,
back for right?
yeah, knight d5, queen d8, and just bishop c3. You should have just kept the bishop on the long diagonal.
Bishop c3, bishop b6 doesn't get any. Bishop c3, yeah. Just retain that bishop. You'll have enough confidence.
Exactly. See, he cannot touch the. Oh, but there is rook takes c4 to be worried about. I don't know. A couple
Bishop
of things.
b6 is also an option. You don't have to lose the tempo, right? Queen d8, bishop b6.
Exactly. Queen d8, bishop b6 is also an interesting option. Okay. All right. So looks like there is a win. Well, we have a star player, Aditya Srinivasan, who's bringing his wins. He says he's already done. Okay. Let me try to
So
look at his games.
who's to play? Oh, this is the speed chess.
The speed chess match, which I'm not able to pull up now. Unfortunately, maybe I should have pulled it
Maybe
up before.
because they left.
Exactly. I cannot see the game now because they left. I'm going to quickly pull up all the games before they leave, so I don't lose their matches. Okay.
Why don't we see the games that are live now, right? So whichever we have not seen yet. Can
That's
we do
right.
that?
Absolutely. Let's go on. Who's
Rook sacrifice. Let's look at board 2.
Oh, board 2 has a rook sacrifice. Okay, we should definitely do that.
No, his ID is Rook.
Oh, okay. That was interesting. I thought he's done a rook sacrifice. Interesting. Okay.
So
Dan
white,
Falcon rook sacrifice. Okay, what is going on? We have 9 minutes each on the clock. Ooh, just as we see, always there is something important happening. That piece is hanging on c5.
looks like piece is lost. Or you need to give up a queen.
Oh, b6,
Rook c5.
rook c5, or bishop c5. Wow, okay, so that is just game over. So any chance of comeback is just getting destroyed in the first and second board. Okay, let's see what happens. So
Yeah.
I want to go a little bit back. Looks like it's a real opus exchange. But I
What do you
think
want? Which
I
one?
want to look at moves 15. I think that's the problem for black.
Right. So
That
looks
is
like
just
an
clearly a
exchange.
blunder, I think.
Yeah. So
I
he
mean,
has played
position.
bishop c6 and knight d2, knight c4, and long castle, right? So okay.
I mean, this looks, of course, very comfortable for white, but I think there's plenty of game
Also very
left. But
comfortable for black. There is nothing to worry actually.
yeah, I mean, but f5 was just probably just not.
Yeah, f5 is a break, but you need to prepare it. You don't have to rush it because you're giving up the g5 square, and that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
So maybe even taking on f3, there is nothing wrong. So it's possible, but or if you want to retain the bishop, that's fine too. The question is, how do you improve the position? That's what we need to think.
That's right.
See, g6 f5 is a logical plan, right? But then should we keep the bishop on g4, or should we? I mean, should we reroute our knight?
Yeah, I think the knight would come to this side. Probably like somewhere on e6 is usually the better square for the knight, but it takes time.
Knight on
But-
e6 makes sense because it covers all the key squares. It's pretty standard in this kind of a setting.
That's right, with the e5 f6 or e5 d6 structure, right?
So I can get a knight to e6, and then if I get g6 and then slowly prepare f5, I think that would be much better. I think positionally black is much better here. So,
Yeah, I think that game is basically over now.
okay. All right. Shall we go to the remaining ones, which is left?
Oh, actually, you just blundered bishop c5 and 24. Okay, let's go to there's one more result I think we should just point it out. I think
Pro?
Chess Pro beat Antara Knight Rider. Well, let's go and take a look at it.
All right. So you want to go move 20 something?
Yep, let's see. I want to get to a point where it is really interesting. Tactical blunder again. I think move 20.
e5, knight d7, d6.
D6 and the rook is hanging.
Rook is hanging, so probably she has to go back. But she didn't see that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
No, actually, if you go to move 17,
Hmm.
just knight d7, and I think this is still normal.
Yes.
I mean, when you have such strong pawns, you need to blockade them, yeah?
Yeah.
So these pawns are just
I think
super
the
strong.
e5 square is key. If you give control of e5 square to white, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
So if but still it's difficult because you can temporarily block it, but I still have control of the square. I can bring my so knight e7 probably best. I agree.
Yeah, eventually white will have to play some f4, e5, but it's just a normal game. I think black can play this b5 and play on this, and then white can play on the
The moment I
e4
play f4, this diagonal is
will be more chances. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So but that's the best way. All right.
Okay.
We
Who else?
move to
We have one more result. I think Advait beat Asha.
I don't see that game. Do you see that?
I think I see that game. Yeah.
Okay.
I think there was a piece blunder somewhere. Yeah.
All right. So I'm not able to pull that up. I don't see it. It's gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess we can quickly move out of that. I just wanted to quickly say, I think she had a great position at some point, but there was a piece blunder. Yeah. There was like a deflection piece blunder. I think she was actually up a pawn, but he had so much play at that point. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Let's see.
What have we not seen? I think we've seen most of it. Chess Pro.
I think the match is already over, unfortunately.
What's the
with
score
with
so
this
far?
kind of score, I think the last minute thrill we were hoping for is not going to come.
All right.
We can still enjoy the games, I guess.
Can we look at Chessama?
Chess who? Oh, Chessama. I just clicked on that game. Perfect.
All right. So
By the way, I just want to consolidate my players to say, listen, there was also some rating difference, guys, so it's okay. So some of the games that you guys lost, don't worry about it. It's good. I'm very happy that we are playing this match and having this. And I think the best thing is to learn from this, so don't lose heart.
absolutely.
Okay, so what do we have? So it looks like black is up a pawn, yeah?
Black is up a pawn. I think he probably has to play g6 f5 and move that bishop back and transfer his bishop to b6.
I'm
He
kind of
just has to
wondering
be
how did
careful.
I was just going to move 21 to see how he won the pawn.
Yeah.
Move 21, d5, looks like he just cannot take the pawn because of e4.
Yeah. So we were looking earlier at knight b6, right? And then preparing d5. That looks like that's what happened. He took bishop on f6. Yeah. Unfortunately, the knight on b3 is not doing much. If the knight is on e3, it would be awesome.
Yeah, I think you pointed out correctly. In fact, the knight and the bishop are in bad places to control d5, yeah?
Yeah.
And then he eventually gets d5 very quickly. So that's nice. Okay, but this should be
d5.
clearly better for black
d5
now.
is the point, right? So okay, last position. He should play queen d3. Should not allow. Should be,
Exactly.
If he controls the d file and then chases the bishop away g6 f5 and then transfers his bishop to b6, right? Let's say queen d3.
Queen
and then
d3, I
bishop
think black is just clearly winning, yeah?
and then bishop comes to b6, then g6 f5. I think that bishop c7, wow, it's giving unnecessary chances. But looks like still you don't have a penetration.
There's
square.
no square to get in.
Yeah.
Some kind of deflection is required, but there is nothing. Yeah, I think, I mean, as long as there's no big blunders, black should completely win this one. Who's left?
Play g6. Otherwise, it's white, I think, is r0 and black, I think, is smine.
Smine, yeah, that's right.
Okay. So what other games are live? Can we
I
go
see.
to...
Oh, go on, sorry.
Yeah, go on, whichever. Yeah. You just
We can go to Mangoes, which is, I guess, Manan and Tekker's
This
crew.
is a thematic endgame.
I know.
Opposite color bishop. All right.
We have a really thematic opposite color bishop in game.
So there was an article published by Kidambi, the Grandmaster Kidambi, a couple days ago. Very nice thematic one on opposite color bishop.
I saw that, right? Remembering Sorokin?
Yes, exactly.
Nice. Yeah, it was a good one. By the way, I'm getting a quick note. Sorry to interrupt. I'm getting a quick note asking us to go to the top board. Should we quickly take a look at that?
Yes. All right. So this looks drawish. So top board. This is
Well,
still
black is up a pawn, right?
yeah. Has it progressed from the position we saw? Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at move 30.
So black is up a pawn, and yeah, he needs to find a way to activate his rook. If that is done, then black should finish, right? So because white king is so unsafe.
Yeah, white is, I mean, basically black is up a pawn and with this unsafe king. Just to go back to where it was, I think nothing really changed after that.
I think he stuck to the pawn, and then yeah, that's what.
But he also went all in with some f3 and g4, I guess, trying to attack. But
that's right. So after knight e4, I think bishop d4, bishop e4. Yeah, this is what we saw. Bishop
yeah,
e4.
I think this looks pretty much like it should be lost.
Yeah, he just needs to in the last. The last position. He played rook a8, but I would have preferred he played d5, d4, right? Because then the rook can come to d8. I would have preferred that. Because then you have one more unit which is creating threats. And then the rook is deflected, then you can play for knight.
Particularly because white will play rook f3 and then a3 is safe. So rook on a8 is not doing much.
Yes. So.
Alright, we can go to Anika's game, I guess. Maybe that's ending almost.
Alright.
We have the last 3 to 1 minute. Oh,
So.
What do we have here? So we have...
Kings are scary.
I know, it's quite interesting.
So
rook it's actually equal material.
Yes. Rook e3, then queen b1 check is forced, I think. Queen d4 is also possible, alright. So.
No, but queen d4, there's some queen g6 check, but I guess king h8.
Yeah. What if I do queen e3? I think that endgame, yeah, you can take and yeah, he will get d5, right? I think black will be fine because he'll get d5 and then the bishop b3 will become a target.
Exactly. No, I would prefer, I mean, rook e3, queen b1 check, king g2 should be like the main
rook
move, yeah?
e3, queen d4 is what I don't like. So.
But queen d4 also you can play king g2.
Yeah, now move the knight. g7 or something.
Yeah, and I still prefer white's position, right? Because...
Yeah, I agree. f7 is weak and...
yeah. And also she's low on time. But okay, white's currently thinking about his move, I think.
Yeah, so... F7 is weak. I'm just thinking, is there a way to get to F7? Actually, rook E3, rook queen D4, then queen G6 check.
Yeah, yeah, I mentioned queen G6 check, but there's king H8. And it's still not obvious, yeah?
That's right. Queen D4, that's right.
Queen B1 or queen G3, either way. I mean, queen B1 or queen D4, I think either way is king G2, and it looks like...
yeah, because you give another check, I'll play rook E2, and there is no check on the diagonal, right? It's a problem. Now, queen C6 doesn't work because of queen G6 check, so you gotta play queen D4 and king G2. King G2, probably rook E5. Rook E5, now queen G6, right? So...
yeah. No, I think overall this looks... I think very dangerous for black. I mean, maybe black has to play rook e5 at some point, but now queen g6, king h8, maybe king g2. I think maybe king g2 is the simplest thing to do.
King G2, rook e5, then rook takes e5, right? And then you play queen g6 check and take the pawn. And
take the free pawn, that's right.
Because now your king you can use the queen to block the checks on the f file, and if need be, you can escape to h4.
No, king g2, like you said, knight g7 needs to be played.
Yes.
But then, even then, there is an interesting queen g6, huh? Is there any mate? I don't know. Because queen e3, queen f7.
No, knight is covering everything. Queen e3, queen f7, king. Let me just play king h7. Because d3 is covered.
I know. Okay, so queen g6 directly has been played.
Yeah, now king h8 is the most precise. So let's see. I think it's the only move.
I'm not sure how many games are done. Oh, she went queen g7, immediate blunder, huh? This is mate, rook e8 is mate.
Rook e8 is mate, yeah.
Okay. How about Boss Pineapple is still playing?
All right, so this is over. Boss Pineapple is still playing.
Oh, they got another rook in game. But this one should be straightforward for a draw.
Okay, this is 2 versus 2. I think these two guys looks like they love rook and games.
I know, they keep getting this, but okay.
Rook a6, I don't know. I think black's only target in both positions are g7 and g2.
That's right, g7 and g2.
As long as they defend that, it's fine.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, right now, if one side goes for g7, the other side goes for g2, and it seems...
You play rook c7.
No, rook c6, I will play rook d2. Now, actually, I would fancy black's chances more than white, because that g2 is more of a problem. Black king will get out, white king cannot. I think white should have simply played rook a2. Rook c6 is a little too aggressive. Now, after rook d2 or rook b2, I think have to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, black has a lot of moves. Even rook d2, now it's unnecessary.
Yeah, because if you don't get g4, right? So that's not easy thing. Yeah.
So rook to c7. Rook c7 is forced, right? I don't see any other way. No, you can play rook a1, rook g1. I think that's possible.
That actually might be required. Because rook c7, rook b2, I think it might be unnecessary risk.
C7,
not
rook
required.
b2, rook takes pawn, king f5 is forced, rook a5 check, right? So...
By the way, the score is 16-4. Okay. So the score is 16-4.
Okay, and how many more are left? 4 of them are left.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, there are 4 games left, but
Then
I
it
think
should be more. I think because 16 plus 4 is 20. We need
20. So we're 26. We need 6 games left. Yeah.
I see only 4 left.
So we got 1 draw. Apparently, Sriram says he finished and he got a draw. I'm seeing 4 more games at this point. I don't know whose games I'm missing. Anika is still playing. Aditya's done. Sriram, Drew, Anand. Oh, it's done. Ankit. Okay.
So this is still interesting, this position, right? I mean,
I don't know why you went king f4. Yeah, just come back.
e6 would have been simple.
Now you allowed rook g4.
Oh man, he should have bought king d6. Come on.
Oh, he played rook a5. Okay, no more rook g4. Well, they're playing with 3 minutes on the clock,
They had
so that's
3
it.
minutes on the clock. I don't know why they're rushing.
Well, I guess 3 minutes for
I
them
won't be
is like...
surprised if white gets mated on this. I think king g1 is probably forced, I think.
Yeah, but he's probably going to lose at least a couple of pawns.
Yeah. I mean, the way white is playing, I think he's a little nervous. It's very likely he's going to lose.
Oh.
So why don't we look at the other positions?
Yeah,
Okay?
I
Go back
think...
to mangoes.
Well, Magnus is, I think it's almost done. Let's go there. Okay.
Mangoes.
Oh, mangoes, huh? Okay, let's go there. Oh, yeah, the thematic bishop endgame that you were talking about. I think I didn't let you finish it. You should talk about it. So Kinambi wrote this very nice article, right?
Yes. I mean, I think the key of it is when you have opposite color bishops, whether it's middle game or end game, you control a set of squares better than your opponent, and your opponent controls the other color squares better than you. So I think the key theme is there is no point just defending. You have to activate as quickly as possible, because even if you defend, your opponent will always have an advantage on a set of squares. I think that was one of the key things that came away from that. Right?
Yeah, that is true. I think dominating the other color is the key with the opposite color bishops, right?
Time and activating your pieces as quickly as possible to control those. So let's look at this position, right?
This looks
so
lost, yeah? I don't know how it got here, but the A pawn seems too strong at this point. In fact, he just starts pushing. I mean, usually when there's a huge block of pawns in the middle, it's really bad for the bishop to defend the rook pawn.
Get to the other side. I'm just wondering. Okay, he's giving up a pawn.
Well, I think he has to. But now he should be lost.
The problem is the king is not coming back.
Exactly.
Right? See, after taking, the black king will hold these two, but the bishop cannot hold the A pawn and the E pawn, right? And the king is now tied down here. He can't come back. That's the problem.
Just going to quickly go back to see what he did. I think the whole idea is he went to the wrong side. He went king g3, king h4 on move 27. I think that's the problem, yeah.
Right, king g3. Yeah, I think if he senses the danger that a5 is a problem, then it would have been much easier. And unfortunately, the bishop is also stuck in the wrong side.
Absolutely. I think, no, the A pawn is always going to be dangerous, but I think at least the king needed to be there to deal with it. I mean, this endgame looks very difficult, frankly. There are too many weak spots, I think. So black might very well create that second pass pawn. So what are we going to next?
All right, so let's go back to the, I think the top board quickly.
Okay, top board is
20 seconds left, so let's see.
21 seconds left, and it looks like it's pretty much lost. The pawns are just really rolling down. Maybe he can play some rook h1. No, he's playing queen here. Yeah, some queen if I check. This is just game over.
Yeah, rook f8 over here.
Yeah, this is lost. We can see...
rook c2 is over, yeah.
Oh, boss Pineapple somehow managed to get the king in and it's game over, I think.
Okay. So this is a perfect example of how you don't play, right? You have to keep your pieces active, right? More than material.
Actually, nice point. Yeah, g2. I mean, actually, that's a good point to understand attack and defense, because I think it was very natural to think for white to go after the g7 pawn, but the g2 pawn turned out to be more valuable.
Yeah, I mean, in these kind of positions, there is no need to calculate. We just have to see, right? White's chances are around g7, black's chances are around g2, right? We just evaluate that carefully, then we are done. Whichever side we are, right? I think that's the mistake we do. All right, so we have only 3 games left. Let's go back to Loopy Loop, Owl, and Chess Amma.
Oh, that's right. Who are the 3? We have, oh, these are the only 3, huh? So everything else is done.
Yes.
But on the results, I only see 16-4. So I think there are 6 more results that need to be updated. I think Sriram's draw is not updated. And Arman's second win is not updated, I guess. Arav's result is still going on. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh, interesting. We got into a knight versus bishop endgame. Still black is holding the extra pawn.
Yeah. This should be lost in my opinion. I mean,
the king should get in, but the only
part is I can't move the king.
The only part is the b5 pawn, yeah? So right now if I go bishop f1,
yeah.
What do you move, yeah?
I can't move the pawn, I can't move the knight. Knight b1, does it work?
Oh wait, it was black's turn, he just went back. So I take the pawn, what happens?
I don't know why he gave that. Knight b1 was good in that position, if you see.
Yeah, exactly. Knight b1 was a good move, yeah? He saves.
Knight c1 was winning on spot because you win the pawn, right? So
exactly. Knight b1, very nice move. So now I guess...
Yeah. Now white may actually win.
Yeah, white has chances, but okay. Yeah, bishop d3, knight f4, bishop f1, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, knight f4.
Yeah, this is actually painful for black. Knights are terrible against a pawns.
Yeah, he's playing badly now. King b6 is bad. He should play knight f4, bishop f1, then g6 and f5. He should try to create a pawn on e4. He should keep the king on c5. I think
yeah, king has to stay there. No, but even if you play g6 f5, you will still allow the king in, I think, right?
No, my king will be on c5. My knight is on f4, right? You don't have a way to come in.
I think these guys played the exact same way last time, if I remember. I think the first game was, I mean, Arav lost the first game, and the second game, I think he was losing, and then he somehow won some random endgame. I don't know.
I actually would have preferred that he put the bishop on c2 and march the king all the way to h7, right? A3 pawn doesn't matter. He should bring the king and take g7, right?
Yeah,
White
yeah.
should
No, he's going to march the king to that side anyway. So knight e6 has been played. Now king
still
c4, king d5. Yeah,
king
it should
c4,
looks.
king d5, right? So
But he's not doing that. I don't know why. I
yeah,
guess
he's
he's still
worried
trying
about
to
his
protect
pawn.
his pawn,
Yeah.
which is the problem.
Yeah,
King
king c4,
c4.
king d5. He should just give up this pawn, but his king should come as quickly. Even if you are a pawn down, you can pick up all these pawns. So
Exactly. You play h5 first, and then do all of that. But now I don't know what he's doing. This is
yeah,
not going to be good. Yep.
he's given
Oh, he
more
has to play
time.
king b2. He survived with king b2. He cannot give up that pawn. Oh,
Bishop
bishop
c6 is winning
c6.
on the spot. Yeah.
Just play h5 first. No pass pawns, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I think this is the last game that's
Yeah,
left.
looks like king b5 now.
Oh, you played h5. Not bad.
Nice. Because otherwise you get h5 g h5 f5 unnecessary chances, right?
Another pass pawn, which should be lost, but okay.
So this is an example of an outside passed pawn being better than uh, extra pawn on the other side, right?
Exactly.
This is
One.
unfortunate. I think Smayan played the entire game really well. I think just in the last few moves in the end game he blundered.
I think he did the same thing last week where he was completely better in an end game and just blundered something. But he's played, like you said, he played a very good game. He deserved to win this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Arman
Right,
is saying Arman will update your score shortly. Yeah.
So we are wrapping up here. This is the final game. White is just doing his final moves before winning. So, do we have the final scores in?
I guess we should have the final scores. I don't have the finals completely updated. Let's see if I can update some of them here. So, what do we have here? Arman won the second game.
Advait won both, right?
Anish won the second game. Sriram drew the second game.
Okay.
Manan, what happened to Manan's? He lost that game. Okay, and this is the only last game that's left, Arav's game.
24.
And looks like he's winning that, yeah. So I'm going to update that.
Still up only to 24, right?
No, it's adding up now, right? 18 and a half to 6.5.
That's 25.
Oh, 25. We're missing one game. Whose game are we missing? We missed the top board. That's 2-0. Yeah.
This is over, right?
Yeah, this is game over. He already finished the game with the checkmate. All right, so this final score is 19.5 to 6.5. I have to say, Karthik, amazing job from your students. It's good. I don't want to take anything away from them. They did a great job. Like I said, I wanted to console my students to say that there are a couple of games where they might be lower rated, and but it was still fun. I mean, it is nice to challenge and play these matches. I guess it'll be a lot more fun if it's more close. But in any case, I think talking about these positions and looking at their mistakes, I think it's the best way to learn.
Absolutely. Yeah, the result is less important. I think the whole environment and the competitive spirit and people, all the kids taking it very seriously and then giving their best, and also the whole thing being fun, right? I think
Exactly.
that's great. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure there were a few games that went here and there. So, but we would love to do this maybe on a regular basis, maybe once a month or something like that. We can figure out what makes sense, right? So that way there is a very healthy competitive atmosphere, and then everybody learns from each other.
Absolutely, I love that idea. And I know, like you said, you've done a match with someone else, and I think this is a generally a good idea because kids get excited, right? We really want that. We want them to be pumped up and go on and play the games, and I think that was the best part. So, yeah, we should definitely do that. We'll plan it out, and I think once a month kind of a schedule to have these matches sound good. And yeah, I think you said it right. I think overall it's about playing and learning from this, and then if you don't focus on the results, you kind of learn, and then you'll get better eventually. So that's good.
Awesome. So thank you Mahesh. Thank you to all the kids who played as well as all the parents on both teams. It's been a memorable evening, and again it's great fun, most importantly. and it's only fun because everybody's involved, right? Everybody's giving their best. Yes, sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. That's great, but more than that, I think that the whole environment is charged up. That really matters. So
Absolutely. And I am already seeing some messages asking for a rematch. It's like, we're going to do some of these matches on a regular basis, guys. You'll get to play them a lot. Don't worry.
absolutely, we can do once in 2 weeks or once in a month, whatever makes sense. We'll more than happy to do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Karthik. It was fun. Yeah.
Thank you, Mahesh.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream. Thanks for everyone for watching this, and I hope you guys had fun too. We will get back to you guys with maybe another match soon. Take care.